raining outside?
Yeah, bucketing down. How come you're late home?
Hockey practice.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's pretty ugly, all right.
Yeah, I can imagine in all this rain and mud.
No, we weren't outside. We were in the hall.
Well, how come you said it was ugly?
I showed the team some attacking moves. Man, I was awesome. There were girls going down like 9-pins.
I think the rain's getting heavier.
Tracy, you're not planning on going to that barbecue tonight?
Are you kidding? What sort of loony would go out in weather like this?
Oh, man. Wet out there or what?
Did that answer your question?
Nothing.
Well, I'm just going to get changed. Oh, no. I've got water in my gumbies. I hate getting water in my gumbies.
Don't go dripping your wet things through the house. Take them out to the laundry. Oh, and a partner. We'll get someone to feed the horse. Don't look like it needs no watering. Well, girls.
Yes, Dad.
And Betty, you might be interested in this. I found out something very interesting today.
What is it, Uncle Greg?
Well, I've got it here in my briefcase. Where did I put my briefcase? Oh, that's right.
Ben, come and have a look at this.
Look, I just want to get into something dry.
Stop complaining. Oh, so what is it, Mr. Russell?
You won't believe this when I show you.
Show us what? Dad, get on with it.
Are you ready for this?
Yes, we're ready.
Well, I'm not. I'm still wet.
Okay, now listen to this. I was at the council office today, and I got talking to an old man who used to work there.
That's really interesting, Greg, now, if you don't mind.
No, I haven't finished yet. Anyway, we were talking about where we lived, and when I told him our address, he said he remembered this house.
Why's that?
Well, apparently in the 1940s, there was a big police case concerning someone who used to live in this house.
Yeah? What sort of case?
Well, he wasn't too clear on the details, so I went to the library, and that's where I got these.
Well, what are they?
Photocopies of old newspaper stories of the day.
So the old lady that used to live here just vanished one day.
Well, that's what it says here.
How weird is this? The neighbours hear a scream. They come running over and find that all the doors are locked.
Yeah.
From the inside.
Yeah. And when they break in, there's not a sign of the old lady. Just her dinner, still warm on the table, and the kettle still boiling on the stove.
Yeah, and nobody ever saw her again.
Well, we don't know that for sure.
Well, that's what it says here in the papers, Greg.
We can't believe everything you read. I'm sure there is a rational explanation for it.
Yeah, like UFOs.
Or a time warp.
Or maybe she's still here, like a ghost.
Can you believe this lot, Betty?
Yeah, I certainly can.
Your pardon?
It's just like when Uncle Frank disappeared.
You mean you know someone who disappeared?
You mean without a trace?
Exactly. Wow, Betty. Dad, are you listening to this?
Now, Betty,
It was the summer of '76, and it was the end of a long shearing season, and Uncle Frank threw a bash for all the shearers.
Yeah?
Yeah, and come the end of the night, he grabbed a case of homebrew and went down to the river for a swim, but he never made it.
What happened?
Well, nobody knows for certain, but they found his clothes up near the highway the next day, all folded and neat as you please, but no sign of Uncle Frank.
Wow.
And that was the beginning of the great Walgett mystery.
So Uncle Frank was never seen again?
Oh, yeah. He turned up 4 days later at Taree railway station, drunk as a skunk, singing on Burlington Bertie from Bow.
So what was a big mystery about that?
Well, if he was Burlington Bertie from Bow, why was he wearing a floral print cocktail dress and calling himself George? I'll vote weird on that one.
Yeah. Well, it's not as weird as this.
Well, what are you talking about?
The old lady who disappeared from here.
Never to be seen again.
Well, Greg, have you checked the date of these newspaper clippings?
No, why?
Do you know when she disappeared? It was 50 years ago. Tonight.
I don't believe this weather. I've never seen a storm like this.
It were 50 years ago on a night such as this.
Ben?
And the old lady was sitting maybe at this very table.
Dad bought it 3 years ago at Norman Ross.
Whatever. Anyway, there she was, all alone, with all the doors locked, while outside the forces of darkness had begun to gather.
Ben, grow up.
Ben,
What?
You are so immature sometimes.
can we forget about this old lady? We haven't heard nothing else all through dinner.
Well, I'm sorry, Greg, but I think it's a legitimate subject. I mean, what really did happen to her?
Well, we don't know.
Exactly. So we have reason to speculate. No, personally, I'm with you, Greg. I think that there's a rational and logical explanation for all of this.
Well, I'm pleased to hear that.
I think it was just some maniac with a machete who slit her throat and dissolved her body in acid.
Please.
Or maybe he just cut her up into little pieces and fed her to the cat, a bit at a time. Maybe she was buried alive under the floor in your room.
Ian, that is enough. Stop trying to scare Jenny.
What do you think?
Sure.
I'm just speculating. It's not my fault if she gets scared.
Well, how would you like it if somebody did it to you?
Well, it wouldn't worry me, Tracy, because I don't scare that easily.
Don't panic, everyone. It's just a blackout. Now just stay where you are, and I'll get the candles.
Oh, watch it, Greg.
Sorry, Ben.
Well, just watch where you're going.
How can I watch where I'm going? I don't know where you are.
Oh, I'm right here.
Well, where's here?
Here, at the end of the bench. Ow! Somebody kicked me.
Sorry, Ben.
Ow! Somebody kicked me again.
Sorry, Ben.
Greg!
I'm sorry, Ben. I'm trying to kick you, but I can't find you.
Ow!
Ah, there you are. There we go. That should throw some light on the proceedings. So, what do you think?
Yeah, it's not bad. It's brighter than a night game at the cricket ground.
Well, it should be. We've used every candle, lamp, and torch in the place.
This is great, Uncle Greg. I love blackouts.
You do?
Yeah, you get to bring all the pillows and doonas out into the lounge room. It's like camping out.
In.
Sorry?
Camping in. You see, you can't be camping out if you're inside, therefore you must be camping in.
Yeah, right, whatever.
Ben, you're so pedantic.
Yes, I am, aren't I? And don't you love it? What's pedantic?
Well, it means you're erudite and you like to parade your erudition.
What?
You're a know-it-all.
I knew that.
Well, we're just going to get our pillows and stuff.
I wouldn't have said that Ben was erudite.
The way he sticks his beak in all the time, I thought he was araldite.
I hope we get the power back on soon.
How come?
Sorry, Jenny, but blackouts give me the creeps.
Woo!
Jenny, there is a jar of depilatory cream within easy reach. Do you want a bikini wax that starts at your head?
Come on, Tracy, lighten up.
I just don't like blackouts, that's all.
Tracy?
I'm not being a wuss. It's just a blackout on a night like this. It gets really spooky.
Tracy, we're in the middle of suburbia. You should let your imagination run wild.
Yeah, I guess it's pretty silly. I mean, what could possibly be out there?
Jenny, don't do that!
The window! Jenny, get a hold of yourself. There's nothing...
Jenny, what the hell's going on?
Jack, there's someone outside the window.
What's all the racket?
There's a prowler out there.
I saw him. He had his face against the window.
Oh, are you sure you're not just imagining it?
I am not imagining it.
Yeah, okay, fine.
He's just out there!
Come on, Ben. Let's check it out.
Wait for us! Oh,
Can you see anything?
Shh!
what?
He might be outside the door right now.
Oh, God!
Ben,
Uncle Greg, shouldn't you have a weapon?
a weapon?
Here, have mine.
What's this?
It's a cricket stump.
Who do you think's out there? Alan Border? I don't believe I'm doing this. Ha!
Well,
Can't see a thing. Here, Ben, you grab this. I'll go and check the bedroom.
No, nothing. What was that?
what?
I just saw something move. I can see him. He's out there. He's there behind the tree.
Oh, quick, call the police!
There's no time for the police. I'll have to get him myself.
Ben, you can't!
Don't worry, I'll be okay. If I don't make it back, I just want you to know that it's been an honor and a privilege to know you both.
Ben,
Stand back, girls.
oh, my God, I don't want to look.
Does this belong to someone? Ben?
Oh, yeah, thanks, Greg.
It was you all the time!
Yeah, the old scary face on that fishing rod outside the window trick. It works every time.
You! Edited it! You at least get the life out of it!
Yes, I did, didn't I?
I can't believe believe you could be this childish. What do you have to say for yourself?
I've only got one thing to say, Craig.
Sucked in!
Oh, I am so good. All hail the king. Lordy Lord, I am legend.
Ben!
You should have seen the looks on your faces.
Ben.
Oh, I'm the ant's pants. I'm the bee's knees. I am the mosquitoes. Taquitos. I'm so good I could scare you lot just by walking up behind you and going...
Hi, Ben!
Betty, do you think that's funny, you idiot?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
You didn't scare me. You just surprised me, that's all. You shouldn't go around surprising people. I've just got to go to the bathroom.
Well, I still don't know what I did.
You struck a blow for the good guys.
So, anyway, the power had gone and my flat started to leak and I had to go somewhere.
And of course you're welcome here, Betty, but you didn't have to ride your bike. You should have called. They would have come over and picked you up.
Thanks, but I thought of that and then it was so dark in my flat I couldn't even find the phone.
So, what do we do now?
Well, why don't we watch some television?
Ben, it's a blackout.
Yeah, I don't mind watching it by candlelight. The batteries must be flat in this thing.
A blackout means no power, Ben.
What, not even for the telly?
God, I hope it doesn't scar him for life.
But Superstars of Wrestling Royal Rumble #3 is on.
Sorry, Ben. Life can be cruel.
So what are we going to do now?
Well, whenever we had blackouts back home, we used to tell scary stories.
Oh, no way, I've had enough of ghosts.
Boogie, boogie, boogie.
Ben. Jenny, there is nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah? But remember what happened 50 years ago tonight.
The only ghosts around here are on the end of Ben's fishing line.
Ben! Stop it.
It wasn't me.
Well, it wasn't me.
Oh, it certainly wasn't
Well,
me.
it had to be someone.
Or something. What was that?
I don't know.
I don't think I want to.
There you are. It's only these falling on the ground.
But how did they get there?
Sorry?
Well, pots and pans just don't fall off the sink of their own accord. That's right.
Now, calm down. There is a rational explanation for this.
Yes, they jumped.
That's right. Ben?
Maybe they're possessed.
They are not possessed.
They could be.
They are pots and pans. What self-respecting ghost would possess pots and pans?
One that likes cooking.
It was probably just the wind.
It couldn't have been the wind.
Why not?
Because all the doors and windows are locked. From the inside.
Like they were 50 years ago.
Ben!
It wasn't me.
Well, it wasn't me. It definitely wasn't me.
Don't look at me.
I certainly hope it was me.
Conclusion of Dances with Wolves, the movie that...
Now, come on. Pots and pans do not move of their own accord. There is always a rational explanation for these things.
Yes, maybe, Greg, but a freak magnetic wave caused by unusual solar activity.
Okay, that was a stab in the dark.
Do you know what I reckon caused it?
What? Mold growing on the pots, causing them to topple? Oh, that's good. I like that one.
I reckon it was the spirit of the old lady.
Oh, what?
The one who disappeared from here. She's come back after 50 years and she's trying to make contact.
Ben!
Well, why else would she knock stuff over?
Maybe she's clumsy.
There's only one way to settle this. We should have a seance.
Betty?
Yeah. Then we can make contact with the spirit ball and find out what they want.
Yes, good idea, Betty.
I don't believe you lot. This is ridiculous.
What is?
Talking to spirits, you can't be serious.
Mr. Russell, don't mock things you don't understand.
Betty, there are no such things as ghosts. Therefore, ergo and to boot, seances are a crock full of old cow parts. Yeah, you can't believe in all this stuff, surely.
Why not?
Well, you're a good Catholic girl. What would the Pope say if he knew you were trying to make contact with someone from the other side?
The other side. You mean Ben's a Church of England? So now, you remember the rules? Everyone has to concentrate hard so the spirits will give us a sign.
Oh, spare me.
Oh, just ignore him. He's nothing but a doubting Thomas. Russell.
Come on, Daddy. Going to join in? No, and Uncle Greg.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, come on. Greg, stop being such a big girl.
And what's wrong with being a big girl?
Oh, nothing. Except if you're as big as you.
I heard that.
I'm sorry. Stop it, Tracy. Please, I'll do anything. Just don't sit on me.
You'll
Oh, why why not? I don't see why everyone else should have a monopoly on being an idiot around here.
That's the spirit. Sorry, poor choice of phrase.
Move over a bit.
Right, now, everybody puts their hand in the middle of the table. Now, we all have to have our fingers touching, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Now you have to concentrate really hard. Ooh, are we concentrating? Yeah. Let the seance begin. Hello? Hello?
What are you doing?
I'm summoning the spirits.
Sounds more like you've been hitting the spirits.
Oh, spirit from the great beyond, from the other side of, this side. This is me, Spirit from Boston, from Walgett. Do you know our place? It's just down past the cow sheds, and you turn up to the cattle corner.
Will you get on with that?
Oh, spirit, we beseech your presence. Give us a sign. Give us a sign.
What was that?
What?
I don't know. I felt something.
Dad, what was it?
I'm not sure. It felt like...
What did it feel like?
I feel Ben playing handsies with me.
I'm not.
Get on with it.
You're right, Benny. Sorry, of course. We didn't realise that Spirit might be busy. Places to go, people to haunt.
It's a pity we don't have Spirit waiting.
You talk such septic.
I think, my dear, you mean skeptics.
No, I mean septics. You're both full of it.
Attention, please. Don't you realise that the gossamer thread to the spirit world is easily broken? I mean, with all this carry on, the spirit might have departed.
Along with our sanity.
Oh, spirit, give us a sign. Can you still hear us? Tap once for yes and twice for no.
Oh, I don't believe it.
What?
Well, if it can't hear you, how does it know to tap twice? What sort of thing is that to ask a ghost?
So you do believe there's a ghost?
No, I just believe it's not a logical thing to ask, is it?
See, even the ghost agrees.
What? Oh, all right, who did that?
Oh, it must have been the ghost.
It was not the ghost. There are no such things as ghosts.
Oh, and how do you know? Have you ever seen one?
Of course I haven't.
Exactly, because they're invisible.
And how do you know that?
Because I've never seen one either.
Does anyone know what she's on about? 3 taps. That's yes and no. She's even confused the ghost. If there was a ghost to confuse.
Something's got my knee.
Oh, knock it off, Ben.
I'm not joking, Craig. Something has got my knee.
Well, it's not me. I've got both hands on the table.
It's not me, I'm not that desperate.
You're 13. All 13-year-olds are that desperate.
It's all right. It's the girl.
Now something's got my leg.
What?
Don't anyone move.
Tracy.
Dad, shh. Oh, it's clawing at my leg. Ben, please help me.
What do you want me to do?
Just grab my hand.
Oh, Tracy! Tracy!
Oh, Tracy, that was really immature.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it? Nearly as good as the pots and pans.
Oh, you mean that was you too?
Hey, I'm the queen of the ghosts. A bit of fishing line, hey, on the dish rack, and down it comes. A spare hand under the table. Any ghosts here? I don't think so.
Tracy,
What?
maybe we should get a second opinion on that.
On whether there's any ghosts here.
Yeah, or maybe we should ask her.
Who?
The old lady who used to live here.
Oh, it's her, crikey Moses. It's a sign from the spirit world.
Oh, rubbish. Yeah, I thought so. It's a bit of fishing line from Ben's tackle box.
Well, it wasn't me.
Well, let's just follow it and see what we find. What? Well, what do you know? It's a jennyfish.
But what about the ghost?
There hasn't been a ghost all night. The face in the window was Ben, the hand under the table and the pots and pans were Tracy, and the picture was Jenny.
No, not those ghosts. That one! Not me.
Tracy? Ben!
I want my mum.
Betty, please tell me it was you. Betty?
Oh, gosh, is that the time? Oh, it must feel like more snackies for me.
Tim Ham's my favorite.